So really, it's you really just being in like anybody going to LA and trying to make it in Hollywood, and just following that and seeing where it goes.
Yeah, but it's also one of the things that I really like about the result, and they did a beautiful job. First of all, shooting it and editing it, is that here we are in the mix of all this craziness in LA. And yet it's rooted in us, in our relationship, in loving each other, and in a kind of lighthearted, almost innocence in a little way. So it's rooted that way. It's not just this crazy wild ride.
Mm-hmm. It's good-spirited.
There's a relationship there, and I think people need to relate to that a little bit. We were talking about Judd Apatow's comedies now, and that what really makes them work so well is that there's a lot of heart underneath them. The characters, there's a lot of crass humor, but it works because there's heart underneath it. They love each other, and all
which
that.
balances me dropping more F-bombs than an episode of The Sopranos. I had no idea.
No, don't they
such
leave
a
those in?
swearmonger.
Are they leaving those in, or are they taking those out?
I hope. There's some bleeping that's not.
Yeah.
They did a good job, let's say that.
Okay.
The odd thing's still there that I'm, whoa, hi, Mom. All right.
Now, I just want to know how because you're walking into these situations where normally somebody's not walking in with a camera crew behind them, and I'm just wondering what the reaction is to that. And
in LA,
does it
very
help?
little.
Yeah.
Really?
A lot of people
He's
just
right.
have fake camera crews with them. They hire to get attention.
I did before the show. No, it's obviously it's a little more commonplace there.
Yeah.
And you do have to. I mean, it's not guerrilla TV. We're not punking anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, producers phoned ahead of time and said, would it be okay if we followed Carla into this audition, photo shoot, fashion show, whatever the case may be.
But in terms of what your objective is, being in LA, does this help, or does it?
I'm hoping. Can't hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it helps. It gives you a little bit of street cred.
Or does it even matter now? Because the fact that you're doing this show is, it's a tremendous achievement all on its own.
Thanks. Let's go with that. What Hugh said. Yes.
I like that.
I like that one.
There you go. Hugh.
But maybe
Everything cross-pollinates, right? It all helps each other, sure.
Maybe because it's only in Canada, because it's on
So
TV
far.
Tropolis that,
Well,
you're still that 100-foot midget.
You're right. And LA is a place where perception is often more important than reality, and projects actually get made on, completely out of smoke and mirrors. So the idea that you're busy with something and you've got cameras on you can often lead to something for no other reason than that.
And I'm not bogged down by facts. I'm like, yeah, this mother's going to be shown in the States.
Oh, this is
hoping to
big.
say this is huge. All the kids are talking about it. It's going to go viral. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, it can't hurt. And
All right. So this is sort of a big question, and you've probably already sort of touched on it a little bit, but and I'd like to get some feedback from both of you. But what does it take, to really make it in Hollywood?
Connections.
What does it take?
What is
a sex tape, rehab, 2 DUIs,
geez.
14 husbands, 8 children.
Well,
I'm just seeing what's working right now for certain people.
A good amount of time in rehab.
A lot,
That
yeah.
helps.
You want to spend.
Well, you can be on. They got a show about that now. So
I know. A reality
Shows
show about
everything.
rehab.
They're starting a reality show based on following the ships around Somalia chasing pirates.
They're starting
They
a
just
show
announced
about that.
A reality show.
Oh,
Spike TV announced it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
wow.
Can you believe that? They'll do reality shows about
On
anything.
anything.
I think it's like anything else. It's timing. There's
Yes.
a lot of timing. Connections certainly are going to give you a much faster track. Nepotism, but that's alive and well everywhere and in every industry and pretty much in every city.
Yeah.
Perseverance, luck,
And maybe make your own stuff.
sometimes
Yep.
overt
That's what I
threats.
do. Yeah. Hostage takings. That's really worked for us. We have someone's child that we're not going to give back till we get our own show. So, we'll see how
A
that
sex
works.
tape can be helpful.
Now, any plans to work that into the series at all?
Sex tape?
Yeah.
How do you know it's
That's
not?
that's one
how
of
do
the
you know it's not in
ingredients.
season 1? How do you know it's not in season 1? Why do you think we stopped the clip where we stopped it? No, that's my student loans are paid off. We're cool.
Okay.
So
Now, are you still filming this, or is season 1 wrapped up? Or
season 1 is wrapped.
What do you do? What do you do in the time off? Do you continue to go to do your LA? Try to achieve your objectives in LA. Go to more.
We continued on with our lives.
No, I know, but you're not. How does it feel not to be taking cameras around with you when you're just living your regular life?
Oh, it was horrible at first. There was a big hangover afterwards. We just missed them. She burst into tears.
I burst into tears easily,
because
though.
they really were great. After 8 weeks bonding with these guys, and all of a sudden they're gone.
Like the end of any show or movie or production, you become a micro family,
Yeah.
and it went well, and we had a blast, and it was a little bit of adult camp because a lot of the crew is from Canada, so they're away from family, and or family would come visit for our final show, and I'm there with my peeps, and there was a lot of stuff that was happening, so you really bond. So at first, so it was something I was dreading at the beginning, then I was just like depressed for 2 weeks. So you don't want any good, I don't know, nothing makes me higher than great work. When that magic happens, when you're working with great people, when you're laughing all the time. And we totally missed them. Of course, there was stuff to do after the show and narrating it. And
I'm just thinking, though, it's almost, I'm wondering how different it is because as opposed to, say, doing a movie where, you've got that time blocked off and it's work, it's not your life, versus having a camera crew following you around on your life. That's a little bit different than doing something that's not the reality, right?
You're right.
Because it's like, where does that line between the show and real life begin and end?
I've never really been good with that line. It's been blurred for a long time for me.
There was a line, though.
There was. It's not an intrusive show.
We don't every day of the week go, chasing around the crazy psychic or
he doesn't. I do.
You working out at Muscle Beach, and oh my God.
Well, because no woman works out at Muscle Beach, and no one has actually worked out at Muscle Beach since 1974. So it
was kind of a heightened version of reality, not because
regular
reality is pretty boring.
And do you find yourself when you're in front of the camera performing versus just being yourself and being natural?
Or you must be aware that the cameras are there for sure.
Well, yeah. But no, I don't think you perform out. Hello, good morning. Well, good morning to you.
What do you mean?
I don't know. And you do forget. You quasi forget about them because also you have to know that there's big stuff going on. So if I'm being interviewed by E or having to do a fashion show. That's right. I was supermodeling at one point. I'll tell you, I was not thinking about Carla Wood. I was thinking about do not fall out of these heels in front of 5,000 people, and I hope the breasts stay in. So
I was gonna say.
I know
it's a girl thing.
It is a girl thing. A lot of two-way tape, girlfriend. So, but the thing is that you're focused on. You're living your life. You are focused on something else. The camera's hopefully capturing it, but you're not thinking, and now I will walk down the stairs. But again,
it's our own words
we need more
and
boundaries.
Our own reactions, so it's not like you're playing somebody else, another character or anything. And it was easy to be I loved working with Carla because it's very easy to be natural with her. She's got a real ease with what she does.
Are we on script now?
Most of me, I know. Please read. Most of me is natural. It actually was a lot of freedom for some. I really love to improvise and I love to do my own thing. So it was kind of freeing. Oddly enough, it sounds like the bizarro world. But if you had asked me a year ago if this would be a show I'd love to do or have, find so much creative pleasure from, I'd say no. But you don't know till you try.
So how long does the process take? From coming up with an idea and presenting it, I guess, to the right people and putting it into production. I guess that would vary depending on the project. But for you, was this something that took weeks, months, years?
We're pretty lucky. I think Michael and I met just before I went into the States because I couldn't come back here waiting for the green card in October of, let's say, 2007, what did it be? And we shot a little demo for Can West in February of 2008. And we got the go-ahead that spring.
Very good.
So that was very fortunate. That's pretty fast.